Hello.
How are you today? Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. So far, so good. How are you?
Not bad. I'm making it through. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. This is prison day, and welcome to prison. As you enter your cell, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our little channel, and tell a friend. Um, and you're more than welcome to join us in our merry banter in our live chat. But if you can't make it, shout out to the replay crew. Okay, so on the docket today, we have Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 49, Life After Lockup, Devil on the Shoulder. And who do we have in here today? Hey, Crazy Cat Mama. Hey, Susan. Welcome. What'd you think of the episode? Hey, Queen Bee.
It was good overall. It was just funny. It was Stan. The 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 Alfa Romero. Okay.
I know. Really,
I'm like uh,
Stan?
I'm like okay. I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's okay though, Stan. It's okay. You
But
got there.
but that's what we're here for. Okay, so who on this messy show do you want to start with? We have Christiana and John, Puppy and Amber, Brittany and Marcelino, Lisa and Stan, and Sean and Sarah.
Ooh, let's do Christiana and what's his face? Joel. What a child's name is?
Christiana and John. Okay.
John, Joe. I'm so used to
Oh,
calling him Joe Dirt.
Joe?
So
Yeah, Black Lavender
I
calls
think it's
him.
John. I think it's John though.
It's John?
I'm pretty sure it's John.
Okay. Well, whatever. That guy who claims to have Native American heritage.
Correct.
Okay. So they're visiting wedding venues to do their vow renewal, and she is worried that her sister Tara is back on drugs. Um, but she can't be around Tara because Tara has open charges, but yet she wants to invite Tara to the wedding.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Is it? I can wonder. Is it they can't live with the person, or they can't be around the person? I'm not sure how. I wanted to have to get special permission.
Well, that was the reason why she couldn't live with her when Christiana
Right.
got out. But if you can't live with her, I would think you couldn't associate with her either, even for a wedding. Like, who's going to give? Like, if you go to your probation office and say, "Hey, I want my sister who has outstanding warrants against her to come to my wedding," you don't think that the cops are going to show up to arrest your sister? Or is that not how it works? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I didn't know that. Like you said, you can't be around someone with open charges, but
Hmm.
I'm sure like if she wants her there, she has to get special permission. I don't see any way around that.
Right. Okay, so I'm a little confused on that. I'm not gonna lie, but it is the storyline for now, so I'm just gonna go along with it. They pick out a place, and John whips out the biggest wallet I've seen in a long time on a man, and it has in about 50 different credit cards. Hey, Ablavi, and he starts plunking down cards on the table as if he's at a poker game or something, like he was dealing, and he's like, put $50 on this, put $5 on this, put $100 on, oh wait, not $100, do 75 on that one.
But
What is going on?
what was funny to me is this. Like he's because he said the first one, okay, put 500 on this one, and then put 300 on this one, and then put 200 on this one. I'm like, you know your cards that well, and I want to know whose name is on them cards. I'm sorry, why do you need so many cards?
It was a lot of cards. Who carries that much?
But then you have to split three. You have to split 1,000 between three cards. 1,000 between three cards.
I,
And did you
I
see the look? And did you see the look on
on the lady's
the
face.
lady's face?
Yeah. She's like, oh my God. And so then it was something about the alcohol. They wanted to bring their own or non-alcohol or something. Oh yeah,
Right.
somebody doesn't drink, so they want to know if they could bring
Yes.
their own beverages. And she was like, sure. Um, I've never worked for a place that allowed you to bring your own beverages without a corking fee, but okay. Oh, thanks, Ablavi. Um, let's see. Okay. Then we see a cute little clip with them. They do these like little in between snippets, and they're talking about the reception, and he wants a dance floor so that he could twerk. He could barely get down on the ground when he proposed to her.
Exactly.
I'd pay to see that twerk. I really would. And then the next scene, the final scene with them, is that we see Christiana going dress shopping with her mom. Yay, the mom seems to be doing a lot better than we saw her
Yes.
last time,
Tammy
because
looking
she was,
good.
yeah, she's not on the oxygen tube anymore, or at least I didn't see it. And while Christiana's trying on her dress, mom tries to call Tara. That was a scary call.
Yes.
What was okay, so she was talking to Tara's voicemail.
That was the thing. It was Tara's voicemail, and the Tammy's the mom, and Tammy was just like, it's interesting because I think she's been through this enough to where she doesn't have to leave those calls like, oh, I just want to know you're okay. Please call me back. I think she's past that point now. She knows her daughter, so I'm like, okay, I get you. I get you.
She was brutal though. She was like, put down the pipe, pick up your phone. Okay, I'm just gonna send somebody over there to bang on your door. Bang, 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 bang. I was like, oh my God, I'm scared. I'm gonna answer Tara's phone for her. My goodness. But if she's not picking up the phone, I doubt she's listening to voicemail either.
Agreed.
Yeah. But good luck on finding Tara. I hope she's well. Yeah, I hope she was just taking a break from y'all and not, succumbing to her inner demons. That's all.
Right.
John doesn't think it's a good idea for Tara to come.
He's worried about himself.
Oh, you mean about his little flirtete?
Yeah. Which
Oh,
at the end of the day wasn't that big of a deal. Sorry.
true. Unless there was something that happened down in the basement with the chained up refrigerator that we didn't see.
That's a good point. But I don't
And
think there was anything though.
their scene ends off with Christina coming out in her dress. I'm going to reserve comment. I'll wait to see it on the day. And then we see John in his car, and he gets out of the car and he says, "Hey, who he talking to?"
That was interesting. That
Mm.
was super interesting to me. I was like.
You think he's gone to see Tara?
I don't know with him. He's just not good people in my opinion. Yeah,
Mm.
he's kind of weaselly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he is. He seems a bit shady, and especially after seeing his wallet, even more so.
Like I said, I want to see whose name is on the credit cards. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think that was it for them. Who's next? You want to do Puppy and Amber and get them out the way?
Yeah.
Puppy and Amber meet for breakfast. Puppy kind of apologizes for the way how she behaved when Amber came to her house. But I still think I still think that she's a little like aggravated about Amber not being with her.
I don't know why she's aggravated. I mean, y'all been going back and forth for a minute, and then like you were drunk all the time. So what did you expect? That was my thing with Puppy. She's not understanding the role she played.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
And where Amber's frustrated because Amber's not trying to go back to jail. She's not trying to. She's getting her life right, and
Right.
Puppy's doing the same thing over and over again. And for someone like Amber who's actually trying and like understands where she went wrong and not trying to go back and make those same mistakes again, she's just trying to get all that out of her life. That's why she's hooked up with like Queen, who's got her own
Mhm.
business. People like that who will help her not go back to where she was. And Puppy seems to be wallowing and enjoying where she is. So it's
Yeah.
just two people who aren't in the same mind space.
Well, yeah, because Amber stated that they had an agreement. They were going to get out, get jobs, stay on the straight and narrow, and one of them broke the agreement. And I don't blame Amber because I'm not going to let anybody jeopardize my freedom. Sorry.
Exactly.
Puppy tells her about Eric, who is the man that answered the door last time we saw them. Um, and did she say that Eric has her on a tight leash?
A short leash, something like that.
Short leash. Okay. And she looks like that. Yeah. Puppy's such a cute girl, but the things that she does to herself and the mental space that she's in is dragging her down. Really is. Oh Lord, y'all are talking about Maurice's new baby. Is the lady really pregnant with the eyebrows? I don't know. Uh so at breakfast they end off and they decide to go on a double date. Puppy goes back home. She's on parole for 15 years. Good God.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Wow. What did she do? Oh. Yes, Queen Bee, Puppy does need to get strong mentally, but I don't think she's around the right people
Mm-mm.
to do it. And I don't think she's ready yet because when she was around Amber, she wasn't ready. And Queen gave her a job. Amber was trying to push her in the right direction. At this point, it's up to Puppy to want it. I don't think she wants it. This is their child with no house or car. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, good for Maurice. Congratulations on the new baby. Okay, so she gets home to Eric. Um, she's living with him, but by living with him and not with her mom, where that's her parole address, she's violating her parole.
Right.
Um, he wants to know, like, she tells him that she went to breakfast with Amber, and I guess she didn't tell him. Oof. Okay. She tells him about the double date. He wants, what did he say? He wants to be clear where they stand. Like, I think he's a little threatened by Amber and hers past relationship.
Oh, very much so. He's like he's not even friend. I'm not even friends with any of my exes, and I don't think that's. And he in his mind, exes just can't be friends.
Right, but these women went through a particular situation that I think will bond them forever, kind of.
Right.
You know,
Agreed.
they were in prison together and they were romantical in prison together.
I think that's his problem. To be honest,
Well, does he think he's her first?
I don't know what's wrong with him. To be honest,
Well, he's not having it. He told her, get up and make him some breakfast. And that was the end of their segment. Who's
right?
next?
I was like, okay. I
Did
was
you see
like,
I told you about his glasses?
yeah. I was like, oh, I see exactly what you're talking about now. Oof. I was like, is that a sticker?
Where did Eric get those sample glasses from? Those are the samples at the optometrist office. Just saying. Like, okay, so for those persons who wear glasses, yes, you buy name brand glasses, and when you try them on, there's usually a sticker on the glass. But when they put your prescription in, don't they take that sticker off? And those weren't shades; those were some regular
Let me go
glasses.
glasses.
So yeah, go and return those glasses, Eric. It's not cute. So who's next?
Do you want to do? We have Stan and Lisa, and who's the other one?
Okay, we have Brittany and Marcelino, Stan and Lisa, and Sean and Sarah.
Sean and Sarah. I forgot. I completely forgot about them.
Okay. So we see Sarah at her mom's house and with her daughter Abby. And it's 2 months out of prison now, and she's really trying to form a relationship with her daughter because she had her daughter, and then 6 months afterwards, she was sent to prison, and she did not want her daughter coming to the prison to see her. So she spent 6 years away from her, and so she's taking this time to get to know her daughter and for her daughter to get to know her. I
Which is a
applaud
good way to
Sarah for
go.
that. Yeah, I applaud Sarah for that. Um, she's living with her mom, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then we flash over to Sean, and Sean has gotten himself a job at a garage and a 2 bedroom house. And he's still there thinking that he's going to get with Sarah.
Yeah, he's not gonna pick up on cues.
Okay.
And
So,
have you noticed like he goes with similar type women?
yeah.
They just get a little younger.
Uh huh. Well,
I
they
was
have
like,
to because the more mature person's not going to fall for his lies,
true.
right? And he always tries to find them without kids and really young, even though they're lying to him as much as he's lying to them.
True.
God.
Yeah, he likes his liars. So
Hmm. He says that he's very lonely. Um, and he has a call with Kelly. And Kelly just cannot believe that he is this stupid. But while talking with Kelly, he decides that he's going to put down an ultimatum with Sarah: see him in person or it's over. Meanwhile, at Sarah's house, she has her friend come over that was also in jail with her, come over to do her hair. And she's telling her friend, like the friend, this is her best friend, and her friend was like, I'm still pissed that you didn't let me pick you up. You let that weirdo pick you up. And she was like, I know Sean kind of talked me into it. I'm so sorry. And she apologizes to her friend. And, she just says it just got very, very weird. But, he seems like he was a very nice guy. Brr. I
right.
think she's being gentle.
Mhm. And it's interesting. Like she's trying to take it slow and this and that, and I get where she's coming from. I totally get where she's coming from because I don't. She's telling I don't really know you and you don't know me, so
Mm-hmm.
we need to slow this down. And I respect that, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean, this is your fault. This is
Mm-hmm.
the second time you've done this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second time you moved somewhere for a soon to be released inmate. And so you have no one to blame but yourself. And I like the fact that she said when he said like I did this for you, that for you, all that. I love the fact that she said I didn't ask you to do any of that. You did it all on your own. I'm like, say
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, just say it.
Yeah. Queen Bee says Sean pisses me off. How does he just get up and move when he's got 6 kids? Does he really, though? Does he support those children? Does he remember how many kids he has now or what their names are? Just saying. Let me see.
Exactly.
What does Black Lavender say?
But you know what? They still haven't talked about his kids. He remember. I think I'm not sure if she asked him yet, but I think
Mm-hmm.
she did ask him, right? Has she asked him like they talked about it in the past, but I don't think they've talked about it on the show yet, like between the two of them.
Correct, because he can't remember how many kids he told
He
her she
told
could
her,
have. Mm-hmm.
and he's 36, so he's got to remember that too.
Oh my God. So Black Lavender says Sean didn't think this plan all the way out. He was crazy for leaving his job to move where Sarah is, and she hasn't even given him sex or spent any time with him. I can't believe y'all still think that he left his job. His job left him. That's what I think. I think his job
You've
left
been
him.
saying that too. You've been saying he got fired. Well, you have. You've been saying he got fired.
Oh my God. So Sean actually calls Sarah, yeah, and that's when she tells him, I didn't ask you to do any of this for me. You know, she even has to confirm to him that it was her mom who picked her up. Like, Sean, stop it. Like, read the signs, read the room.
Correct.
And she says, you know, she is focusing on her daughter right now. This is her priorities. Like, good for you, Sarah. I hope that you like are out of jail and you stay out of jail. Like, focus on your daughter. You already lost 6 years. Don't lose any more.
Exactly.
You know, and I I wouldn't have told him to slow down. I would have told him just pump the brakes and go away. You are
Mhm.
pushing me. And but he throws out that ultimatum, and all she could say is, "Wow." That would have been the last thing you heard from me. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, but if you can milk this for a few more episodes just so that you can get some cash, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Because he's gonna give you the cash. But
Oh
did
no, I
you
meant
catch?
from the
But
show.
from I'm like, oh, did he forget? But did you? Would you like? Did you? How did you feel when he said when him and Kelly were talking? And she's like, did she call you for money? He's like, well, yeah, she calls me money. He's like, I'll give her a little bit of money here and there, like 5 or 6 grand. And she's like, what?
I think that's what he gave her when she was in jail. I don't see her calling him for money now that she's out. I really don't. He's a liar. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
And if he sent her a cash app, that's again on him. But don't say that she's asked for it.
Right.
Just saying. You know, this is one of the rare times that I'm believing the prisoner over the free person or whatever.
Right. The
Yeah.
benefactor.
Yeah, this whole storyline is just, this needs to be the last time we see Sean, like this season. And if season 3 continues again, which it seems like it's the never-ending season, this we need to wrap up Sean with Sarah. I don't want to see him going back and picking up another prisoner. Done. Done.
He needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
It's just,
waiting.
I mean, with him, I just can't even feel bad for him. Just for the simple fact that he's making this mistake. This is who you like, so it's all good. For me, it's all
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah. And Queen Bee, I agree with you. Desperation on another level. It's cringy. Ugh, we don't need to see this anymore. And
Not at all.
don't bring him around Abby. Mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so now we're down to Lisa and Stan and Brittany and Marcelino.
Let's do Stan and Lisa. Get them out the way.
Okay. Lisa comes back to Stan's house, and can that hair get any more ratty?
Oof.
They're gonna have to cut those extensions out. It just looks
Yes.
like a mess. Um, she claims that she stayed at her brother's house, and she studied her Bible. And after studying the Bible, she says she's not giving up. Huh?
Right.
What? You know, her brother sent her back there to make sure that the collectibles are still there.
Exactly.
Stan apologizes for texting with Tina. he asks her if she wants to be exclusive. And Lisa's like, say what now? Aren't we? We're living together.
That was hilarious. He was like, "Well, we never really talked about it, you know." I was like, "Oops."
But she's in his house as a live-in. Like, come on, Stan. What are you doing? Like, you are grown. You're in your
I
70s. Come
I
on.
just thought it was too funny when he's like, when he said that, and she was like, "What?" And you could just
Jesus.
tell she was so upset. I think she's part scammer, part into the relationship, but he's trying to have everything he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize that he had a whole bunch of pictures of his exes on the
Right.
mantle. Like, not even his wife, because I could understand his wife. He had a
Yes.
decades long marriage with his wife. But your ex girlfriends you have up on the mantle while you
From
have
8 years
your.
ago.
I know. It's just so weird. Those pictures would have slowly disappeared if I was there. I wouldn't have even asked. I would have just removed them. Um, eh, eh, she suggests that they go and seek counseling with a pastor at the church. What? This storyline gets weirder and weirder and weirder. Um, he said in all the years that he was married with his wife, he's never sought out counseling. This would be a first. He says God is the Alpha Romero.
Yes.
Does he not know that that's a car?
Correct.
God's a
That was
car?
that was just funny. He's like, this, and this, and when he said God is the Alpha Romero, I'm like, oh, God is a car. Okay.
Oh my God. Shady production. Shady production. Lisa needs a hood beautician to get that head right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, though? I think it's partially Lisa's fault because whenever you get your hair done, no matter what you do to it, it's all a part of upkeep and maintenance that's on the person afterwards. And
Yes.
I feel she just like lays down, get up. She doesn't comb it. She doesn't treat it. She probably washes it and just leaves it like and how long has she had those braids in there? I don't know. It's I think a lot of it is her fault. She could go to the best beautician ever and she will find a way to screw it up afterwards.
The thing is, though, her hair is fine too. So
Mhm.
that alone, it needs just so much upkeep because any growth is gonna, yeah, it's gonna kind of come apart. Like the braids aren't gonna look as neat. So that
Mhm.
alone, like for her hair, and also the problem with her hair is this: is like her hair is so fine, those braids need to be tight. I mean, she needs the micro braids to keep
But
it clean
even
looking.
so, I think with her fine texture hair, the hair is just going to slip out the braids anyway. So just
It
rock the ball head.
Right, but she's gonna be insistent on having braids. They have to be fine. There's no way around it.
Jesus.
Her hair's too fine to do just like standard braids based on what I can see of her hair.
Hmm. So she takes him to the church. Oh Lord. On the way to the church, something on Stan gets caught in her hair while they drive in. I thought that was hysterical.
His button.
Again, proof that that's a rat's nest in there. God help them when they pick that out, see what falls out. Okay, so she said that she found God the last time she was in prison. We find out that Stan is Catholic. Um, I guess they didn't talk much biblical stuff while she was in prison, but it was good to know. Good to know. They meet with Pastor Jackson and they start their counseling session.
So
Lisa says, let's start from the beginning because we're in the house of the Lord. And I'm just going to be straight up. We met on an app looking for sex.
and what? But what he said, I don't think it was like that. And she's like, I got the messages. I was like, oops, well,
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I've got the receipts. Clamp up. And poor pastor's like, well, it seems like you have a bad foundation. Yep, very bad foundation.
He didn't know what to
Um,
do.
he didn't. I don't think he's ever had a counseling session like this. And I hope that the production team leaves a very generous contribution to the building fund of that church.
He had no clue what to do with that. He was just like, um, okay. And
I
that was the
wonder
funny
if they
part.
told him like a little background on who he was meeting with or anything.
Right.
He looked like he was blindsided.
He was,
Um,
in my humble opinion. He had no clue what to do with that.
no, no. I don't think that they are similar to his regular parishioner. Um, okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm sure after the preacher met with Stan and Lisa, he had to go pray. Yes. And Queen Bee says, and shower. Oh my God. Um, yes, Black Lavender. I'm sure Pastor Jackson was glad when they left. Yes. The pastor brought out the holy water. My God. It was just horrific for them. They're going back and forth about sex. She says that he makes her miserable. Wow. Why are you there?
Yeah, yeah. When she said it made her wish she was back in her prison cell, I'm like, whoa.
Well, when she said that, I said, I know why you want to go back to the prison cell because, all your
Right.
girls is there. I'm just saying. Um, and she also says like she feels like he deceived her for 8 months. What he was telling you for 8 months.
Right.
What he
That's
was
what I want to
telling
know.
you. Oh my God. So
Sweet nothing. You're believing the sweet nothings over phone?
well, remember he was supposed to get her a car, get her apartment, give her money. Were they supposed to get married?
I don't recall them. You know what? It's remember in the beginning, it was like he wanted to marry her in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
assumed that they were on that track. And then she said on this episode that we talked about religion and marriage, and
Mm-hmm.
now it's a whole different deal that I'm out. So
Yeah.
I think there was some talk of marriage
Mm-hmm.
because the way he was acting and what she said, I'm like, okay, there was some sort of understanding that you guys were moving in this direction.
There was, because remember in the beginning, like she was dropping all of these things that, well, Stan, you said you were going to do this and you said you were going to do that. And we were like, really? What? And he went from his investment was $5,000 with her all the way up to $25,000 with her
Hmm.
now. Hey, Misha. So I was just like, I think he has made promises to her
Yes, I agree.
and we don't know all of it. Um, Pastor says again, their foundation is rotten to the core. Um, who said that they didn't want to give up? Was that her?
That was her.
Girl, your brother needs you back in that house for a reason. Don't give up. Mm. Oh my God. But that was horrific. That was horrific.
I just felt bad for her in that situation
I felt
because
bad
you
for
could
her.
just
I felt bad for the pastor.
well, I felt bad for the pastor first, then her, because you could tell there was some sort of agreement, and there was a level of expectation that has not been met,
Mm,
and no one should have to kind of feel that way,
yeah.
you know. When you tell me certain things, I expect you to live up to them.
Yeah. Good Lord. Well, anyway, that was the end of their segment. Let's move on to Brittany and Marcelino. God.
Yeah, I mean, Britain understand that, ma'am. Your husband cannot be the last person the last person to know that the 8 grand is gone. I would tell him straight up, look, baby, this is what happened. I made a bad judgment. Trusted, a drug user, ex drug user with 8 grand of our money. I'm sorry. So what do you think we should do now? That should have been her first phone call. I understand that you want to try to get the money back first. You know what? I think give yourself what 72 hours, and then tell him.
But wait, hold on. So he had no clue that she was getting into business with ex-cons and drug addicts.
No, I think I know. I think he knew that part. I'm thinking. I think I'm talking more about when the money came up gone. But
I would only
Marcelino,
apologize for not coming to him first.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should.
Yeah.
He should have been that first phone call she made. But
Hmm.
then again, Marcelino, I'm looking at you too because you should be like, baby, um, are we sure we want to give money to not to be not I understand
Hmm.
you're she's an ex drug user too. I understand. I get this, but is this the best idea? Like it's like he wasn't a part of the business plan.
Exactly.
Be-
He should have been there with her.
because I think anyone who was part of the business plan should have stood up and said like we can't have one person on a business account.
And that's why he
And,
should have been on the account.
yeah,
He doesn't have any criminal record, right?
I don't think so.
He would have been perfect. But he's a gambler, though.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
but when you do business though, like typically when there's more than one business account, no one can draw out money with all the signatures, and
Hmm.
that's the reason why you do it. It's to keep people from absconding with the funds.
Ciao. Um, we pick up this scene with Marcelino coming back after his drive to cool himself off. Um, Brittany tells him that she wants to go to the house and, ask Robert where this money is. He agrees with her. Hmm?
Hmm.
Okay, so and apparently Robert is he living in the house that they had set up for the sober living?
Repeat that. I think I
The
misheard you. I just
house
want to make
that
sure I heard
they
yours.
No, the house that they go to
Right.
eventually. Isn't that the sober living house?
That's the way I took. I want to make sure I heard you right. That's the
Hmm.
way I took it.
Right. So that's why they have to bring Cayenne because she's also on the
Lease.
rental agreement, the lease. And it's Cayenne and Robert who are on the lease, right?
Yes, Kanan and Robert are on the lease. So I
Kanan.
understand.
Whatever these names. So they bring her, they go over there and they're trying to get the furniture at the very least because apparently they're about to get thrown out of this house because it seems, well, I'm guessing they
Hmm.
didn't pay the rent.
Right.
Interesting.
Because the money's gone. And I bet you part of the money was supposed to be used to pay the lease, pay the rent.
Why did they start screaming his name from the top of the pathway? Why didn't they saw the door was open, just go and walk in?
Right.
See, that's why everybody think that their segments are overproduced. This was just dumb.
Exactly.
You allowed that man to slam the door in your face. And why was Marcelino holding back? He said he was there to keep his wife out of jail, yet you weren't there to hold her back if she decided to swing. I, I mm,
Right.
she has a temper, right? If I remember correctly.
From what I recall, yes.
Nothing makes sense to me in this. Anyway, um, Brittany's sister's at home watching the kids. They roll over there. This whole scene looks fake. He he slams the door in their faces. They're banging on the door. Um, and what's her name? Kayan?
Kanan?
Kanan? Kanan?
Kanan.
She goes over to the crew and tells them to stop filming. Um, why do they keep talking about having her bail money? Like that's speaking that shit into existence. That's so dumb. And
Exactly.
that's nothing to brag about, especially if your wife is, an ex convict. I just thought that this whole scene was dumb and I could have done well without it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at this. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's go. let's look at some of these things. Brittany and her mom were both users, so I think she knows better than that. Exactly. She should have known it was a scam when he couldn't show no Pentagon ID and she didn't do a contract. And then we have Misha saying, why didn't Kanan just use her key to open the door if she's on the lease? My God. Yes, fraud. Fraud. This scene, I've had a problem with their scenes since Life After Lockup started. Brittany, go be a real estate agent. Go be a real estate agent. Marcelino, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep your wife happy, take care of your kids, live your best lives. Get off this show. Your
Yeah,
story arc has completed.
exactly.
Oh my God. Okay, and I think we've gone through everybody.
This is so good.
Yeah, yeah. Even with the frustrating scenes, I still love this show. It's amazing. It makes my Friday night and my Saturday morning. So, guys, let us know what you think. What are your predictions for what's going to happen with this motley crew? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. On Friday, after our review of Whitney and My Big Fat Fabulous Life, we're going to drop the link and do a little chit chat about this, everything that happened this week. So whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. Tomorrow, we are going to be discussing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with the run up to the reunion. Ciao. I'm enjoying this season of Beverly Hills. Even the outside part. Did you hear? Okay, so Camille dropped some tea saying that she heard about the situation, the financial situation with Erica and her husband at Andy's baby shower, right? But she wouldn't say who said it. Is it true that Lisa Vanderpump came out and said it was Kyle?
I think I saw that. I think that was an Instagram post. I think it's an Instagram post.
Wow. All of these friends.
Right? So my thing is, this is what happens when you try to like portray a life that you technically don't have. Just saying.
Okay. So wait, what is Susan saying? Who knows if this drug dealer had a gun? No way. Oh, sorry, drug user had a gun. No way I would walk in. Oh.
Here's my thing: is why wouldn't you call the police to have them with you, just so there's no issues?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think they think that way. And second of all, do they have receipts for the furnitures that they want to remove from the house?
Yes. Kanan said she has all the receipts with her.
She has all the receipts?
Mm-hmm.
But what if the homeowner wants to keep them in lieu of not getting rent or something? I don't know. It's just so very messy. I'd rather watch Brittany showing us homes, or maybe her and Mark flipping a house. It'd be better than the fake story. Yes, that
Much
would be
better.
more entertaining. Or like now her kids are getting older, see her taking them to school or some like not constantly over and over again getting involved with the same people who are just dragging you down. No. Sounds like fun. Well, we hope it will be. Let's see. I want to see Brittany beat up the fake Pentagon drug head. Oh Lord. No, I don't want any physical violence, at least not on camera. We can hear about it later where there's no evidence.
Exactly. Behind the scenes. Yeah. like bloopers or something like that.
Oh my God. So yeah, so guys, this was a good episode. Let us know your comments below. Let us know your predictions. Like, what do you want do y'all want to continue seeing Sean and his mess? What do you think about Brittany and Marcelino? Do you want to continue seeing them on this? I just want them to be happy. That's my vote. What do you think about this cast of characters? Do you want them to continue on this show, or do you want them to say bye-bye? Who do we keep? Who do we toss? Let us know. All right, guys, give us a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate any support of our little channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell a friend. All right, Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good.
We're good. So
Yes,
until next time.
of course.
All right. Bye.
Bye.